Hello everyone, welcome in the next lecture of integral equation. Okay, so in the previous lecture we are going to study the method for finding the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind with the separable kernel. The method is modified element decomposition method. Okay, and also we see the example on it. Okay, so students, in the today's lecture we are going to see the another method for finding the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind. Okay, and with the separable kernel. So the method is, here we write the noise terms phenomena method. By using that method we can easily find the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind. The noise term phenomena demonstrate the useful tools for fast convergence of series solution. Okay, then the noise term phenomena can be useful only for the non-homogeneous integral equation of any kind, and if the noise terms are appear in the solution, that is in the components, then it will appear in all the components. Okay, and the noise terms appear in u0 of x and u1 of x, that is first two components of the series solution. Then from that we can find the closed form of the solution. Okay, so first we see what is the noise terms. Okay, so we see the definition of noise terms, or what is meant by the noise terms. Okay, so noise terms are the identical terms are of opposite sign it appear only for non-homogeneous integral equation. Okay, and solution of integral equation is obtained by cancelling noise terms from the components u0 of x and u1 of x. The non-cancel terms in the component u0 of x gives the exact solution of the given integral. Okay, so note that it is necessary to verify that the non-cancel components in u0 of x can satisfies given integral equation. Okay, and if non-cancel components, non-cancel components may non-cancel components not satisfies equation, that is integral equation, or the noise terms may not exist. If the noise term may not exist, then to find more components of series solution. Okay, moreover the noise term may appear if the exact solution is part of zeroth component. Okay, so see here we see the definition of noise terms. Noise terms are the identical terms, are of opposite sign. The terms are of identical terms if their signs are opposite. That is, if we take 2x and minus 2x, then these plus 2x and minus 2x are called the noise terms. Okay, so these terms appear only for the non-homogeneous integral equation. These terms appear only in the non-homogeneous integral equation. And the solution of integral equation, how to find the solution by using noise term phenomena? The solution of integral equation is obtained by cancelling noise terms from the component, that is first two initial components u0 of x and u1 of x. In u0 of x and u1 of x, the noise terms appear. Then if we cancel that noise terms from the component u0 of x, then the remaining terms, that is remaining part of that u0 of x, gives the exact solution for the given integral equation. Okay, again here note that it is necessary to verify that the non-cancel component, that is from that noise term phenomena, if we have to obtain the solution from the cancelling noise terms from u0 of x, then it is necessary to verify that we have to check either that non-cancel component in u0 of x are satisfying given integral equation or not. And if non-cancel components, not satisfies, or noise terms may not exist. Non-cancel terms of u0 of x are not satisfies given integral equation, or noise term may not exist. If the noise term in the u0 of x and u1 of x, these two components not exist, then we have to find the more components of the series solution. That is, we have to find the u3 of x, u4 of x and up to so on. Then we have to get the noise term in these components. Okay, and also here see that moreover the noise term may appear if the exact solution is a part of the zeroth component. The noise term, the exact solution is the part of zeroth component. That is, if the exact solution is the part of zeroth component, then our noise term may appear. Okay. So then we see the example, that is we see how to find the solution of non-homogeneous Friedel integral equation by using noise term phenomena. Okay. See here We can see, we write here example, solve the Freedholm integral equation by using the noise term phenomena. Integral equation is u of x is equal to x into cos x plus 2x plus integration from 0 to pi x into u of t dt. Okay, so first we compare the given equation, given integral equation with standard Freedholm integral equation of second kind. Freedholm integral equation of second kind. Then we get standard Freedholm integral equation of second kind. We know that is u of x is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from a to b k of xt into u of t dt. Okay, so here from that if we compare these two equations, we get f of x will be equal to x into cos of x plus 2x. Then lambda, that is coefficient of this integral, will be 1. Then a is equal to 0, b is equal to pi, and the kernel k of xt of given integral equation is only x, which is the separable kernel. So we use the noise term phenomena, and also the given integral equation here f of x will be present, that is non-homogeneous integral equation. Okay, so we know that the Adam decomposition method, here we use the Adam decomposition method for finding first two components of the series solution. We use Adam decomposition method for finding u0 of x and u1 of x, that is the series solution components. Okay, so by method we know that the recurrence relation is, first we consider u0 of x is equal to f of x. Here f of x will be equal to, for given equation, x into cos of x plus 2 into x. Then all other components of the series solution we can find by using a recurrence relation. Un plus 1 of x is equal to lambda integration from a to b k of xt into un of t dt for n greater than or equal to 1. Sorry, for n greater than or equal to 0. Okay, then for n is equal to 0 we get u1 of x is equal to, that is second component, lambda for this given integral equation will be equal to 1, and integral from 0 to pi k of xt kernel will be equal to x. We put here into, here we get u0 of t into dt is equal to integration from 0 to pi x. u0 of x will be considered x cos x plus 2x. Then from that we get u0 of t, that is we have to change the variable t. In this we write in bracket t cos t plus 2t into dt. Okay, then we solve this integral. Here this x outside from this integral, because this x is constant with respect to t. So first we take x outside, then we separate this integral, that is x integral from 0 to pi, here t cos t dt. Again x integral from 0 to pi, we separate these two terms, that is again here 2 will be constant, therefore we take outside, we get here plus 2x 0 to pi, and in integration only remaining will be t into dt. 2x we take outside, 0 to pi t into dt, and here x we take outside, in integration t cos t dt. Okay, then we solve this integral x. Here we use the integral or find the integral by using parts, that is by using light rule. We get t integration cos of t dt minus integration of cos t dt into derivative of this t with respect to t, that is dt by dt, again into dt, bracket complete, plus 2x integration of t will be t square divided by 2 from 0 to pi limits. Okay, so x is equal to x in bracket t integration of cos t will be sin t minus, again here integration of cos t will be sin t, derivative of t with respect to t will be 1 and into this dt. Okay, plus 2x. Here if we put the limits, we get, first we put the upper limit, that is we get here t is equal to pi square divided by 2 minus t is equal to 0 square divided by 2, that is 0 by 2 is equal to x in bracket t sin t as it is minus integration of sin t will be minus cos t, then this minus becomes plus and we can write here plus cos t plus 2x in bracket pi square divided by 2 minus 0. This plus 2, this 2 gets cancelled and is equal to, we get x, here we write the limits from 0 to pi because here integration is complete, so we write the limits from 0 to pi. Okay, then is equal to, if we put the limits in first term, we get pi into sin pi plus cos pi minus, we put lower limit 0 into sin 0 minus cos 0 plus x into pi square. Okay, is equal to x in bracket sin pi will be 0. So this term, first term becomes 0, that is pi into 0. Cos pi will be minus 1 minus 0. Cos 0 will be 1, that is minus 1 plus x pi square, x into pi square. Then x, first term becomes 0, this minus 1 and minus 1 will be minus 2 plus x pi square is equal to, we get minus 2x plus x into pi square, that is the component u1x is equal to, we get minus 2x plus x pi square. Okay, so here we find the second component u1x of the series solution by using Adam and decomposition method. Also we find the zeroth component, that is u0 of x is equal to, we consider f of x, that is 2x plus x cos x into cos of 2x plus x into cos x. So see here, if we observe these two components u0 of x and u1 of x, here the noise terms appear plus minus 2x. These are the noise terms because are of identical term at opposite sign. So if we cancel noise term from component u0 of x, then we get solution. Then here noise term will be 2x. If we cancel this noise term from the component of u0x, then we get the solution, that is we consider u of x is equal to x cos x into cos of x. Then which is the solution of the given non-homogeneous Friedel integral equation of second kind. So in this way we can find the solution of the given non-homogeneous integral equation by using the noise term phenomena. We have to only find the two components by using Adamant decomposition method either or modified Adamant decomposition method, depends on the function f of x. If the function is complicated, then we use the modified decomposition method, and if the function is simple, that is only one term is present in function, then we use the simple Adamant decomposition method. From that, by using that method, we can find u0 of x and u1 of x, and then observing that two components, if the noise terms appear in that component, then we cancel the noise term from zeroth component and the remaining part, that will give the exact solution of the given integral equation. Here we verify that either the given non-cancelled terms can satisfy the given integral equation or not. So we verify. U of x is equal to x into cos of x is a solution of given equation. So we know that how to check the given function is the solution of given integral equation or not. We see that in first chapter. So put u of x is equal to x into cos of x in RHS of equation, that is integral equation. RHS of the given integral equation is f of x. F of x will be 2x plus x cos x plus integration from 0 to pi x into u of t dt. So we put here u of x, that is we get 2x plus x cos x plus integration from 0 to pi x. U of t will be t into cos of t dt. Then we have to solve this integral. 2x plus x cos x plus x. Then we take this integration. Here we get t integration of cos t dt minus integration of cos t dt by dt into dt by using integration by using parts and light rule. 2x plus x cos x plus x will be as it is. Then t integration of cos t will be again sin t minus integration of cos t will be sin t. Derivative of t with respect to t will be 1 is equal to 2x plus x into cos of x plus x in bracket t into sin t minus integration of sin t will be cos of t minus cos of t, then minus plus, that is cos t from limits from 0 to pi. Okay, so we put limits 2x plus x into cos x as it is plus x. Here pi into sin pi plus cos pi minus lower limit will be, if we put t is equal to 0, then this term becomes 0 and also sin 0 will be 0. So this term becomes 0. Then minus cos 0, okay, is equal to 2x plus x into cos of x plus x in bracket pi sin pi will be 0, therefore this term becomes 0. Cos pi will be minus 1 and cos of 0 will be 1, that is minus 1. Then we get 2x plus x into cos of x. Then this minus 1 will be minus 2 and into this x will be, we get minus 2x. So plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled, we get is equal to x into cos of x. X into cos of x will be ux, and that is the LHS of given integral equation. So the u of x is equal to x cos of x is the solution of the given integral equation, because this satisfies the given integral equation. So in this way we can check either the non-cancel terms of the zeroth component can satisfy the given integral equation or not. Here these non-cancel terms, that is x cos x, satisfies given integral equation, therefore which is the exact solution of the given integral equation by using noise terms phenomenon. Okay, so thank you.